So, welcome to All Powers From Within. My name is Ishwar. I help people expand their consciousness and accomplish any goal beyond their wildest dreams. Now, in this video, I want to just do two things. One, make you aware of a tendency that our subconscious mind has, even you could say our reptilian brain, and then tell you what it, how you obviously are aware, you would be aware of how counterintuitive, counterproductive it is, and therefore what you can do to remedy. Just some techniques. Let's say I think even the idea of starting off like with the attitude such as I didn't get off the right side of the bed, I think that's the first thing to be deleted from your diction. And at the same time, you are also, it's not just about, obviously it's about certain perspective, but it's not just about the words that you say, and it's more importantly, it's just how you feel when you say those words. Now, if you have, this is a very common thing that many people struggle with at work premises, and you might have somebody who's like the sour apple, or simply they just can't bring themselves to be happy, so they are always like being passive aggressive, paying it off with somebody else and so on. So you, as soon as you enter, maybe you hear a negative comment or just a remark or a mock or whatever it might be, and therefore that kind of spirals as it is the first thing in the morning that you experience. You tend to, it's the part of our reptilian brain that is, it wants to protect us from not having to go through negative stuff, and therefore it's always scanning. It's meant for survival. And I think it's also it's got to do a lot with individual nature. There are some people who are a lot more vulnerable to this. Generally speaking, women seem to be a little bit more susceptible. Therefore, there's just a remark and they would just keep on playing it over and over. Maybe just a negative comment, maybe just something like as simple as a dirty look, or somebody just telling you you're not good enough, you can't do this, whatever. And so there's, the most important thing I would say is to become conscious of how that has been, that's not your whole day. Just like when you look at a bitter moment throughout your life, and sometimes you just get stuck there because of somebody having either neglected or, mocked or criticized you for whatever. So that's not life. That's just bitter moment, which, I think we'll all agree that people who do that they're unhappy within themselves, and they are getting it out. They're pouring it out to feel better. That's their criteria for whatever reason. So there's loads of ways that I think just becoming conscious of this is more than half the battle. And then you could do the NLP technique, which I've said. You need to project it around your hand, and then you slowly push it off like this. There's detailed in one of the videos. You can just scroll down below and find out. And there is, my favorite one is seeing the common denominators. If it has happened more than once, maybe you have a very subconscious, hidden, tiny little limiting belief that says people tend to get jealous of you, people tend to get envious of you, people tend to get really negative towards you because they feel insecure or whatever. And obviously that's true, that when they do it, it's because of their own insecurity. It's more to do with them than with you. So therefore, this is a much longer process. You need to think about the opposite. What it would be like when people are like always willing to help you. They might give you a pat on the back. They might be kind and loving towards you. They might appreciate you just for who you are. So you make that kind of affirmation, and then you need to just keep on playing it, especially like before you go to bed, and the more you do it, the better. And the third one would be a Neville Goddard technique, which is you just think about, you visualize it, how many ever times it requires. Not you, preferably you should get the gist of it in a few attempts. So you visualize it and you finish by saying, "Isn't this wonderful?" Okay. So whenever you go into such a situation where you know you are encountering such a person, whatever, you remind yourself, "Isn't this lovely, and isn't this wonderful, isn't this great that you're being appreciated by everyone?" So you go in with a positive approach, and it might kind of backfire maybe one or two times. Sometimes, there are some people who are very hard to deal with, so therefore maybe it takes a few other times, but finally you'll get where you have deeply embedded that command that people appreciate you and you get along with everyone and you're happy. So I hope this makes sense, and please share it with people you care about, and like and subscribe, and talk to you soon. God bless.